Hey everyone, so if you are not sure where to go with your chemical peel, you can't decide between which acids to use, look no further. You can have your cake and eat it too, or I should say, you could have your acids and do your peel too. With MediPeel's Fusion Peel, you get the best of all acids in one. They give you this nice little peel in this big box, and you have the option of putting this on for a dispenser. I have used their AHA peel, and I find that this is a good dispenser, but the problem is that it is tedious to keep pressing it, so if you do have a little glass, you can pour some in it and then apply. You can apply it with a brush, but I typically prefer to use a gauze pad because it's easier to spread and you don't run the risk of dripping or getting too much if you're doing yourself. So this peel has salicylic acid in there, which helps to unclog pores, TCA acid that helps to dissolve proteins and fix wrinkled, unhealthy, damaged, and sagging looking skin. Resorcinol helps to remove rough, scaly skin via its catalytic action. And it helps to target skin blemishes, redness, marks, scars, flaky skin, while also addressing discoloration, age, and damage. Glycolic acid used in chemical exfoliation to help the tone and texture. Lactic acid for hydration, an uneven tone, and fruit enzyme complex, which has enzymes that help to break down dead skin, contaminants, pollutants, and it removes the outer layer of the epidermis, so you'll get a smooth, soft, and more permeable glowing face. So this peel is a medium depth peel, and what makes it interesting is because it is a fusion peel, you do have to neutralize it. It's not like the TCA or Gessner's, it's a non-neutralizing peel. You get the peel prep from this company, which gets in a little bottle. They have a spray-on neutralizer, which I like, but I will say if you're using it, make sure you block your eyes so you don't get it in your eye. Made that mistake once. It was not pleasant. And let me see if I can find the instructions on this. I'll be right, actually no, I can just go right here. They don't mail you the instructions, but they have it on the resource page, and it's under the peel instructions. Typically the processing time of this is going to be different because you can layer it because it does have the TCA in there. You are able to layer it. You do have to neutralize it. So for the fusion peel, it's going to be 3 layers with a total of up to 15 minutes of processing. So you can do the initial application time 4 to 6 minutes and then increase it as you need to. So I'm going to get started with my peel prep, and I think what I'll do is I will stick with 1, maybe 2 layers. I don't know if I'm ready to do all of them at once because it's my first time using this product. So on a cotton round, I'm just going to prep my skin with the peel prep. Now this is just going to defat the skin, get any oils off, prep my skin for the peel treatment. It kind of has a really nice smell there. I don't know if they put like some kind of oil in it. It kind of smells like a cologne. Fusion peel is just such a good idea because you can use it on just about anyone, and because you're mixing the acid at smaller amounts, you don't have to worry about using too much TCA. So I would say that this seems like a great peel to potentially do at home if you are missing the spa and you want to maintain your skin. My one critique though is that product design. I think they should work on making an applicator bottle or getting like some kind of something where you can like dose out the product, because sometimes their pump is a little tricky to use, especially when you have gloves on. I really just try to work this in there, make sure I get everywhere I need to get. So I'm gonna get a second one, just for the heck of it. I did check this out before I tried this, and I saw some people applying it and they did not apply it in the correct way. You're supposed to use a gauze to apply this, and they were using cotton, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is not going to end well. So I don't have a glass, so I guess I'll just pump this on a gauze pad and apply this. It kind of does have like a TCA smell, which is a very distinctive smell. It's definitely one interesting chemical to study, I'll tell you that. Alright, so this is the peel. It comes in a nice gel form. Alright, so I'm going to start applying this. Ooh, got a bit of a tingle there. Look at my clock real quick. Is there any frosting? Doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna go wait a few minutes, and after 4 minutes I'm gonna come back and then do the second layer. Alright, so it's been about 4 minutes. I noticed the slight trace of a frost, but it's not super prominent. So I'm gonna do another layer. Let me see if I can get more of this. That's definitely a stronger one. I'm gonna wait 4 more minutes and I'll come back and maybe I'll do a third. So I decided I'll go for the full 3 layers. Let me do another one. So I'm gonna start up here. All right, I'm gonna process the full 13 minutes. Okay, so I made a slight error. This is what this whole quarantine thing is doing to me. I'm like losing my memory. It was 15 minutes, so I did the full 3 layers, 15 minutes. Didn't really have a set time in the layers. First one was about 4 minutes. I kind of waited about 4 or 3 to the next one, and then did the next one 3 minutes after. You'll start to feel your skin absorb it, so it will feel wet, and then you'll feel quite a tingle, and then it goes away. So now there is no pain, it just feels really tight. You will get a bit of frost, and my theory behind that is that I don't think it's fully the TCA. I think that the frost is from the salicylic acid, because that does contain an ingredient that's very similar to what's in aspirin, so you will get a look, it's like frosted with a slight look of crushed aspirin on it, if you guys can see that. Very typical of that. And the resorcinol, if I remember correctly, does have some color to it. So this is the neutralizing spray. It's pretty cool and easy to use. I'm gonna get 2 cotton rounds for my eyes because the last time was a total fail. I like their technology, I just wish it wouldn't sting as much. So you're gonna spray the neutralizer on, and then after about a minute or 2, rinse with cold water for 30 seconds. Then I mask and use the hyaluronic serum and moisturizer. So I'm gonna try to rig this side. There we go, no pain. So I've got the neutralizer on. I'm gonna go rinse for 30 seconds and I'll come back to show y'all the hyaluronic serum and moisturizer. Alright, so I did the mask and I neutralized, and so far I'm actually pretty impressed. The redness does go away. The frost is pretty much no longer there. What I'm guessing is gonna happen is that I will get some peeling action because there was a frost, but it's not gonna be as super severe as a regular TCA was, because you do neutralize with this and that does deactivate some, I mean like a little bit, not all of the acid. You also had to deactivate all the other acids on it, so the redness will go down. Typically from lactic acid I do get really red and glycolic quickly, but then it goes away. That's just how my skin is. I can't guarantee that your skin will be this red or, you know, less red. It feels almost like a gentle sunburn. It's not super intense, it's not uncomfortable, it's just a slight heated tingle. So next what I'm going to do is I actually have a skincare fridge. Love my skincare fridge from Teamy Blends. And they're actually offering a sale on that too, so if you do have a subscription to Teamy Blends, check your email for that. Next I'm going to try the MedPeel's Professional Use Hyaluronic Replenish Serum. What this does is, because your skin is open, hyaluronic acid is a really good acid to use because it goes on in there and it hydrates the skin, it plumps it. It's a really great product to use when healing from a peel. And again, I'm just going to pump a little bit of this into my hand. It's always so interesting how we use acids to do different things, and some of the acids will give you a slight burn, others like the hyaluronic are nothing but healing. I'm just going to rub that everywhere. I usually put a nice liberal layer on there just to hydrate everything and keep everything looking nice and fresh. Some people might get a slight tingle if your skin is really dry, and others don't. So I'm gonna go let this settle for a little bit. I'm gonna give this about a minute or 2 just to absorb in, and then I'm gonna put on the hyaluronic cream. Alright, so what I do is like to take a chilled roller, and just to roll this across, it soothes the skin. It also clears out your energy field. And again, with the hyaluronic cream after the peel, you want to put this on because this will seal it in. It's also super soothing to the skin and it's very cooling. So I put this in the skincare fridge, and when I apply it right over freshly peeled skin, it feels incredible, and it helps to reduce redness and any kind of inflammation. So if you are hyper sensitive to certain things, or you do get some inflammation, make sure you purchase this product with your peels from MediPeel. This is a really rich moisturizer and it's super soothing to the skin. When I apply this, just do the upward motions, be very gentle. Make sure you apply everywhere. So I'm actually super impressed by the results. I think that MediPeel is an incredible company. I think that in the future they should consider making their peels with like a little dropper, because it is like a gel formula that would be easier to scoop up and place as opposed to pumping and pumping and pumping, because it is difficult when you are wearing gloves. But it is pretty straightforward to use. I like how the Fusion Peel is creative. It's unlike something I've never seen before, and it's innovative. And I think that's always important when you are, making products. You want to keep them innovative, keep them interesting, and do something that's not really out there. So I really, really like this. I think that in the future, other companies should also do something similar, because finding a good Fusion Peel is really hard. I know that certain chain spas used to have them, and when you have a combination of all the acids, it's a really nice way to introduce people to peels. Instead of doing the traditional start with the lactic acid and then work your way up, you're able to get everything on there at once. The downside is if you are sensitive or allergic to something, you don't know what that would be. So again, if you've never done this, patch test, and when in doubt, call the company. But MediPeel is a great company. You can purchase online, professionals and consumers alike, and I like that. So if you have any questions regarding the Fusion Peel, comment down below. I will be doing this again at some point, just on my own, because I like this. If you have ever tried any of the products from MediPeel, also comment down below and let me know which one was your favorite, which one you liked, and why. I love their hyaluronic moisturizer, and their serum is incredible. It's a really good line to use together. They sell the deluxe kit, so if you've never peeled, make sure you order that. It's a must, so you get everything there, and order some gloss pads so you're all prepared and you don't have any surprises. And especially gloves. You cannot do this without gloves. So I'm going to show you guys some healing with this peel day by day, and we'll see how it goes. I might be surprised if this does peel. I don't think it would peel. And also, if you do want to accelerate any of your peels, make sure you put retinol on over. That accelerates it. It's a really nice treat to get a more bang for your buck. So stay safe out there, and remember, every time you do a peel, you want to do a sunscreen of some sort, whether you're making it at your home using carrot seed oil or getting it pre-mixed. Always sunscreen, and try to avoid as much sun as possible for the first day or two after you get a peel. Thank you, and if you like this content, please consider hitting that subscribe button so I can continue to do amazing peel videos for y'all. So stay safe out there.